Have you ever heard a teacher say, if you ever need my help, call me, but before you do, think it through. Think through the question. And then you call the teacher because you thought it through and you think I don't know the solution to this problem, I don't know the answer to this question, so I'm gonna just ask the teacher. And then you call her over and you tell the problem and she gets annoyed. And the moment that she gives you an answer, you were like, fuck, I'm a dumbass. That was such a stupid question. Because I knew the answer to it right away when she said it. Like, it just reminded me, like, and then it just kind of feels stupid, like you knew the answer to the question, you just didn't think it through properly. So you can do that for yourself. You can do this. So when you do have a problem, when you're met with a challenge in life and you don't know what to do, you can help yourself. Even if you don't know the solution to, you can try and explain it to yourself how you would to somebody that is learning that for the first time, or somebody that has a problem of that sort. And you just have to be simple. Explaining it to yourself like you're explaining it to somebody else. Most of the times we don't actually need others' helps. We don't need to be guided, or we don't need other people's help. But we just need to believe in ourselves more, believe that we can do something, that we can fix it by ourselves, and just ask ourselves, how do we do it? And just put it into like simple little parts where it's easier to fix the problem then. Even for me, it's difficult. Like, one way of finding out the solution by yourself is just to listen to your own advice. Because you know what you have to do. You know how you have to do it, by do when. You know what you have to do and how to do it, how to get there. You have a plan and you know the steps to getting to that goal. But sometimes you still search for some sort of guidance. You still search for someone's help, even though you know what you have to do and how to do it. As for me, when I made a video a week ago, I made a video about taking a break and appreciating yourself, taking time for yourself. And me myself, I struggle with that. I struggle with finding time for yourself, for myself, and actually resting, because I'm just a busy person. And even though we all deserve a break, all deserve a little pause from life, it's not that easy. Another example could be, let's say you have an addiction to a phone and you want to stop. You most likely know how to stop. Like, you most likely know what you need to do in order to not do that addiction anymore, not have that addiction anymore. You most likely know, like, who to talk to, what things to intake. Let's say if you're trying to quit smoking, you try and drink more tea. I think that's how it is. I don't know. But you get the gist. Like, you know what you have to do. So why are you not doing it? Why are you not taking in your own advice? Like, you're scrolling on social media, you're listening to all these podcasts, to all these people talking about their problems and the solutions they came up with to help themselves. They may say like, yeah, I've heard this and I've applied some thing that I learned from a podcast or a video to my life, but that's still the same thing. They still heard something from a video or a podcast or some source and they applied it to themselves, but they listened to the advice. But if you listen to advice, you still have to make yourself do it. And you can't make yourself do it unless you listen to yourself. If you're listening to somebody else's advice and you go by their rule, it's generally not going to last long until you actually fall out of that habit of trying to improve by somebody else's laws. You have to realize that you have the knowledge, you have what it takes to begin. You have what it takes to change, and you know how to do it. You just need to search a little bit within yourself. You have to actually sit down and think. Not even write. Like, you could write. It would be much better if you were to sit down and write about what you want, how to go there, make simple steps, so they build up so you can actually get to the goal. Or just sit down and think, have like a thinking time. You brainstorm in your head about what you want. You got this. You believe in yourself. So why not listen to yourself? If you already have the self-confidence that you have, you're probably already doing this. But in case you're not, what are you waiting for? Plant the seed now so it will grow later, sooner. Plant the seed now so it can grow sooner. That's a good quote. Do what you have to do. If you care about the people that may be texting you while you're focusing on yourself, you have a life. It's okay to focus on yourself. You don't have to feel guilty if you're taking care of yourself, if you're listening to your own advice and your advice is that you need to get off social media and focus on yourself more, but then you feel guilty. That's just people pleasing. It's you thinking that you cannot take care of your life, therefore you have to make everybody else happy. You don't have to be that way. You can go and take care of yourself while having friends, social life, doing your best, doing your most. You can do that. So think of what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You know what you gotta do. You gotta get off this phone and you gotta go do something. So get up and do it. Small steps. Small steps, small habits, they build bigger habits. So just start. Doesn't have to be the biggest start ever. Doesn't have to be the biggest leap or the biggest step forward. It just has to be a step. A step is already a success. So don't overthink if you're doing the right thing, or if you're heading in the right direction, or if you're listening to the right things. Just go and do it. Try. Fail. But try. Learn. You got this. Stay positive.